Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check, 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 check.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, check, 47. Quit talking about it and bring it. 47's the mic, 47.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was brought down by...
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Man up, D. Man up, D.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
82. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. To throw is Peterman. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Peterman. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check, Mike, 47.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
So we got man. 47 is the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The Washington
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This time, Peterman will throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Peterman to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
1-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Eagles 6, Washington nothing.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
Into the red zone. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Love. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Washington ball carrier.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Love. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And that'll make it 13-7.
Is good. Makes the score Eagles 13, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
First down. Love. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Love. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Peterman. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit. Well, maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
2nd down at the 17-yard line.
staying on the ground. It's Love. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Peterman on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now Wentz. this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Eagles 21, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it with Peterman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21, Washington 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
With the score.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Washington.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away.
Wentz on the
So he
keeper.
throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And incomplete.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Love again.
1-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Another run with Sanders. He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might work around traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Peterman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to let this one go deep. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jonathan Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You're not ready.
Here's Wentz to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
10-yard loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 47 Mike. 47.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing now, Peterman on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
After the interception, here's Peterman. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Key.
of the gun, Peterman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's third.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Peterman. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Deep ball. Brings up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. Peterman on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Watch the whip. He's crossing. He's checking.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.